Since you guys are operations and commercial guys, okay, take the flak. Let's talk about real stuff. Beyond pilots. Thank you, Helen, for choosing that sentence. Pilots are great. We only keep hearing pilots even in AGMs these days. And we're doing a pilot on AI. We're doing a pilot and the share price goes up only on pilots. I think that phase is gone. Let's get real about it. Can you share a specific scaled use case of AI that is now delivering measurable ROI in, Helen is not going to let you go, underwriting, claims, or service? Helen, I'm not guilty for asking this difficult question, but it's bloody real. Okay, over to you, Spitfire. His thunder will follow with him.
Thank you, Naren. Lovely introduction there. You mentioned that Tawuniya is a household name. I'll just probably add a bit to that.
I steal words well. You spoke it. I stole it.
Yeah. Well, I still expect maybe some individuals here to not really knowing what Tawuniya does fully. So Tawuniya is the largest insurer in Middle East and North Africa, with around 20 billion plus in annual revenues. What I think most people probably don't know is Tawuniya is also into very diversified business lines. So insurance is the core business, but they have diversified into healthcare, mobility solutions, reinsurance, and so on. And just a small clarification there, I'm leading business and delivery for the technology subsidiary of Tawuniya, which is building a venture with Tawuniya. That's my new role. I used to be the executive director of digital, leading digital, and some of my fine ex-colleagues are here.
This guy's role changes like a chameleon. Okay, this year he's doing this, the other year doing something else, but there's an underlying thread that connects all of his different roles and responsibilities.
Yes, I think how do you...
You're very shy to speak about yourself. I need to fill it up, okay? Go ahead, please.
Yes. But I think every once in a while demolish yourself and then, reinvent.
Back to the topic, yeah.
So you talked about, Naren, you briefly mentioned over-invested in AI, right? I'll pick on that. I admit I am maybe over-invested in AI. I'm gradually sort of diversifying into boring businesses that have been constant compounders for years, but they never build that euphoria that AI has built, right? So why I picked on that is, before I talk about AI use cases, I want to talk about something rather boring, right? Which is at the foundation of it. So imagine if you have a broken process and you apply intelligence on top of it, you'll probably get broken intelligence, which is even more harmful than having the old process in place, right? So I think with that principle, and they say that digital transformation or any transformation is 10% technology and 90% people and process, right? So I think start with that. That has been our mantra. I mean, not to brag about it, but I think customer testimony is important for us, but then the industry recognition is also what we feel very proud about. We are the winners of Gartner Innovation Award back-to-back 2 years, 2024, 2025. And one of the key drivers for us is to start with the process chopped down as much as possible. And I would go to the level where, can you really have a zero-step process, right? To that extreme. That has been our driver. And then, then you apply automation, make the automation smarter and so on. So maybe a few examples that I can talk about. Recently, we went live with instant payout for medical reimbursement. It's one of the, I would say, pain points that people who are back in Saudi would understand that, typically reimbursements tend to take a lot of time, a lot of documents to be submitted and stuff. But what we managed to do is then again having process and people and keeping the customer at the center of it, mindset in mind. Now we are doing most of the optical and dental reimbursements on spot, instantly paid out to the digital wallets. Of course, it applies advanced OCR, multilingual OCR with a bit of machine learning and all of that. So the system gets smarter as more and more use cases come up. We have in motor claims, end-to-end claims, which is zero-touch motor claim point of accident to picking up the car to getting it repaired to delivering it on your doorstep. But I think what really excites me the most is that the social impact that we are creating along with that. So insurance doesn't really have to be just about policies, right? It can actually be about protecting lives, and that's, I think, at the core of it. The claim automation stack that got us the Gartner Award, one of the finest examples of that is the medical malpractice bail bond letter. So in case of an event of a malpractice, the doctor needs a bail bond to keep him out of the jail time, right? Now, that moment is really crucial. There are not too many cases, but then even if you have, let's say, 20 cases in a year, the social impact of being able to generate that bail bond instantly to be submit to the authorities, I think creates a much bigger social impact than having millions of volumes of claims being paid out, right? Since we went live with that instant bail bond, instant claim settlement journey, we kept more than 200 doctors away from potential jail time. I think that excites me most, more than I think any commercial value that you can put for any transformation that you do. So talk about these three use cases.
It's pretty rare to hear